technical issues, but I am here at the Port of Dubuque, and we are experiencing some flooding around the Mississippi River in Iowa. Usually you guys see me over there. That is the Dubuque Diamond Joe. And the flood wall is just right outside of there. So I thought I would take a little walk and show you all some of the flooding that is going on. Hopefully this is working. Hello, how are you? I'm having some technical difficulties. I don't know if it was YouTube or what happened, but this is the Port of Dubuque, and we have the William M. Black Museum over there. Hi, Bradley Jones. Okay, good. Yeah, I was having some technical difficulties. Sorry about that, everybody. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see what's going on here. So you may have seen on the news that Iowa is flooding right now, and so we're right along the Mississippi River. This is the first time in a really long time in Dubuque that I've even seen the floodgates closed right there like that into the Port of Dubuque, and that's the William Black. So you can't really see the intensity. Hey, Matt, how are you? Right here, but we're gonna walk along the flood wall, and you can see how much higher it was. Hey, Spin and Win. Hello, how are you? You see everything flooding around here. Yeah, so like right here, you can't really tell about the flooding. So we're gonna walk up around the flood wall. And this is closed too. This is the beginning of the river walk. So if you were in here the last time I went live, we walked right through here. But of course they have that all closed off. And generally there's, quite a few people down here walking. But today it is packed. We have a lot of spectators out today trying to see what's going on. So I was having technical difficulties, but that's where you guys are used to seeing me go live. That is the Diamond Joe, that building right behind that Target semi. So yeah, wow, there's a lot of people, and it's not even 5 o'clock here in Iowa, in Dubuque. So just a lot of people out taking a look. Oh my gosh, there's a parrot, you guys. Hi! I'm live on YouTube. What's your parrot's name? Thor? Hi, Thor. What a beautiful bird. So you guys, you don't see that too often. So very chatty. I think I got the parrot all riled up, you guys. So here we go. Here is the river. The mighty Mississippi River flooding. So the reason for the flooding in Iowa is due to snow melt, actually, from Minnesota. So this snow melt has all caught up. And there's actually a walking trail down there, but it is all covered. You can see the stairwell over here is all covered. And over there is East Dubuque, and they have their boats out, and there's a residential area over there that's really bad. Hi, Melvin, how are you? I'm just showing everybody the flooding here in Iowa due to the snow melt that worked its way downstream from Minnesota. So the average about this time of year is usually 12 to 18 feet, and even 18 feet is considered pretty high. But today it's at 22 feet, and Friday, tomorrow, is going to be the expected high, and that is I think like 22 and a half feet sometime tomorrow. Hey Casey, yes. Hey James Odell. So Casey and James are both in the Quad Cities, and they are actually experiencing worse flooding than this. They can probably tell you a little bit about what's going on in their city. We're going to be at 25.4 by Monday. Okay, James. Yes, because I think it takes a little bit longer to reach you guys, because they're about, about an hour and a half south of me here in Dubuque. So I don't know if you guys remember, but the last time I did this Chit Chat challenge, we were actually walking around in that pavilion, because I was showing that, you know, that's the Julian Dubuque Bridge over into Illinois. And then over here we have Wisconsin. So really we can stand in 3 states at the same time. And we were standing right in that pavilion just a few weeks ago. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Just crazy.
It is crazy.
It is. So a passerby said that it is crazy. So the last time I was down here, I noticed that I was walking by pretty fast some of the sites. So I'll try to show a little bit more, because this is a tourist attraction, the Riverwalk here. So these are made by local artists. So it's pretty cool. And then down here, it tells you a little bit about that. And then here we have some information about the Port of Dubuque and some of the attractions. If I'm missing any of the chat, I apologize. And then this talks about the start of the Mississippi. And so here's the stairwell. And it's crazy that just a few weeks ago we could have walked right down there. Oh, there's a bird. It's a pretty cool bird. Probably can't see it. A black bird with a white beak. So this is up pretty high. And so, as you can see, even if this rises a couple of feet, you know, we're still going to be okay on this end of the Mississippi. But the other casino that is closer to the Wisconsin side, they have flooding in the parking lot already. And that is all blocked off too. So it is a beautiful day here. And I wanted to finish this Chit Chat challenge so long ago, but I couldn't, because the weather down here was so windy and cold. And then today it was 70 degrees. Tomorrow it's going to be 70 degrees. And the rest of this weekend it is going to be cold and rainy and windy. So that won't be the greatest. But hopefully when I'm at the casino this weekend, I can get on the machines. Hopefully the wind and rain scares everybody away. So here is more flooding. And there's so many people down here walking around, just checking things out. We have the pelicans out and about. So this is the Grand Harbor Hotel, and the Dubuque Diamond Joe does not have a hotel, but this is right across the street from the Dubuque Diamond Joe, so a lot of people stay there when they're planning their getaway. Hey, Benjamin Adams, how are you today? It was so cool to see you at the High Winds Casino last weekend. I hope you had a good time. I would have loved to go, but it was still quite a drive for me. Looking at like 8 to 10 hours, I think. So, in the summertime, it's pretty cool. It's not uncommon to see turtles hanging out on the logs, but not a lot of wildlife. And then this is the Grand River Center, and it is so cool. They have like receptions and meetings up here. So this is kind of a convention center where they do different things. And the view from inside right there is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So here you can see that this little railing is not flooded yet, but I'm sure by tomorrow at some point the water will come up a little bit. But yeah, I'm surprised that's not flooded at all. So I think that this nice sunny dry day actually helped a little bit. So, but tomorrow's supposed to be the worst at 22 and a half feet. So let's see if I was gonna practice zooming because, oh, you guys, I think I figured it out. So here we go. Those are the black-winged pelicans out on just sitting out on the river, just floating around. Yeah, Gamblers Unknown actually gave me a pointer and said, instead of pinching the screen, stretch the screen out, and that seems to be working. So that's good. But on my end, I still can't see the pelicans the greatest. So and you guys, this is crazy to see the water so quiet. I mean, usually the barges are, going by. And hey, Lori Luckbox, you did catch me live. Too bad that I'm not at the casino though. Hey, Spanglish, hello. Yes, I just wanted to finish my Chit Chat challenge. Because the weather got bad in the last couple of weeks and I wasn't able to finish it. Here's another work of art made by a local artist. And the weather's going to get bad again. Plus we have flooding along the Mississippi River. So I thought I would just come back down here while it's 70 degrees and show some of the flooding that's going on. We have some black-winged pelicans out here just hanging out on the river day. So I thought that I would try to show them a little bit. Let's see here. There they are. On my end, I don't know that you guys can see them any better, but I wish I could get one close up. They are so cool to look at. And it is my understanding that they weren't indigenous to this area up until about 10 years ago. Yes, I appreciate, thank you for popping in, Spanglish. And then, I don't know if you guys remember the train that we saw the last time, but the river is quite high, so almost, it looks like it's almost up to the top, but it would probably have to go up quite a bit before it got to the top. So then you see some work going on down there, and they may be filling sandbags. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing, but closer to the Wisconsin side, the flood wall doesn't go up this high, and there are a couple of businesses over on the other side that are gonna be impacted quite a bit, so they had to do some sandbagging. I actually work in this area, and we don't have to worry. You can see even if it goes up a couple of more feet, the flood wall is still pretty high. So the average this time of year would be about 12 to 18 feet. And right now we're at 22 feet. Tomorrow it's expected to go to 22 and a half feet, and that will be the highest it'll go. Hey, Gamblers Unknown, hello. So, yes, I'm just showing some flooding along the Mississippi River. There's a lot of people down at the flood wall here checking it out. And you guys, you missed the parrot at the beginning of my live stream. There was a parrot and he was pretty talkative. Somebody had him down here on a walk. So I thought I would just go back this way and just take some more views. There's another piece of art by a local artist. It is a beautiful day, and this is going to be the last beautiful day for a while. After tomorrow, it's going to be cold, windy, and rainy again for about a week. So I'm just ready for spring. So there is about, I'd say, 10 black-winged pelicans. Yes, it is a beautiful day here. It is a little breezy, but I don't think it was as breezy as the last time I was down here. So these are the black-winged pelicans that are just floating out there. Actually, when I zoom in too, you can kind of see that the river is, pretty rough. The current is pretty fast. So, in situations like this, a river is not anything that you want to mess around with, when there's flooding. In fact, in the Quad Cities, I think the worst is supposed to hit there just south of here on Monday. So tomorrow the worst here will be Friday in Dubuque, and then in the Quad Cities on Monday, I think, is when it's supposed to hit the highest there. And they don't have a flood wall like this, so there's actually places in the Quad Cities, you're talking, Davenport, Bettendorf, Moline. There is highways that are closed, and we're very fortunate here in Dubuque to have this flood wall. It keeps us all safe, fortunately. It would have to rise quite a bit. I think I read somewhere that it would be at least like 30 feet before we would get worried. So, it's still, damaging, especially over there on the Illinois side. In East Dubuque, Illinois, they're already having problems in a residential area. There's sandbagging going on. People are driving down the roads in their boats. So, if you missed earlier, there is the convention center. One of our convention centers anyway. So they have like a lot of weddings and receptions and seminars and whatnot. The view from there is just gorgeous. So a lot of families down here hanging out, just kind of checking out all the flooding. I had technical issues too. I had to start like 3 different lives. I just had, I don't know if there was a lot of people down here using data or if it was a YouTube thing or if it was an operator error like me. Hello, Sister Yoshi, how are ya? So, hey, Kissy Cat, how are ya? The sun is really bright, so if I miss saying hi to anybody, I apologize. But I thank you all for stopping in. I just wanted to do a quick live and show you some flooding along the Mississippi River here in Iowa. And also I wanted to get my Chit Chat challenge right, because the last time was just a test and I wanted to make sure that I go a full 30 minutes so I don't get in trouble from anybody. And so here you can kind of see some of the flooding. So that is a stairwell. And yeah, just 10 minutes left. Yes, I made it. I'm getting my exercise today outside. I didn't have to go to the gym. I would rather come out here and walk around on a beautiful day. They've been far and few in between. Oh my gosh, we have another parrot. There's like 2 parrots hanging out down here, you guys. Maybe they'll let me get them on film. Hi there. I'm live on YouTube. Do you mind if I get your parrots?
Oh, no, that's fine.
All right, you guys, check this out. So we have, what are their names?
This is Kato.
Kato. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought you had babies in there, but okay. They're enjoying this weather. Hi there.
This is a backpack, but I'm not putting it up.
Oh, wow. That is so awesome. Beautiful birds. Thank you. You guys, how cool is that? How many times do you see people out walking their parrots? I mean, I've never seen that here in Iowa. That is so cool. Yes, they were beautiful birds. I could have stood there and talked to them longer, but they had a lot of people around them, and that was pretty cool, though. Yeah, that is cool. You don't walk into that around here very often. Your cousins have 10 exotic birds? Yeah, they had 5 of them at least with them. So that was pretty cool. So we have some duckies just floating out there, not the pelicans. And then I want to show you the pavilion. There's a lot of money in the bird photo business. He did lots of weddings in Miami. Oh, wow. That's cool. So, what a beautiful day. So you guys, over there, that building is the Dubuque Diamond Joe. That's where I do most of my filming at. So, we're just right across the street from the Dubuque Diamond Joe. No train today, no. You know what? I'm wondering, because of the flooding, I'm wondering if they have the train stop going across the bridge. You know, there's no barges. That is probably the Coast Guard right there, actually. So I read an article that they're, keeping a close eye on all of the flooding that's going on. So, yep, I believe that is definitely a Coast Guard boat. Oh, wow, they have a dog, too, out there. So, not sure unless it's a family trying to get out of East Dubuque. I don't know, but the boats aren't supposed to be out here. So if you guys remember just a couple of weeks ago, like I can't even walk down here. The sidewalk is closed. Just a couple of weeks ago when I did my live stream, yeah, Kissy Cat, it actually looks like very calm waters. But if you get close enough, you can see the current. So it's nothing really that you want to mess with, but it does. It looks so calm. But you guys, we were just walking around inside that pavilion 2 weeks ago. Isn't that crazy? And so I can kind of zoom out and you can kind of see the current. I mean, nothing you would really want to mess around with. For sure. But yes, it does look calm otherwise. So, you guys, just 4 more minutes. And I've succeeded. I'm going to finish the Chit Chat challenge. I got to show you a little bit of the flooding. Nothing that Dubuque, thankfully, is worried about. We have this mighty tall flood wall. Just a couple of businesses are going to be harmed here on the Dubuque side. Jump in and it'll take you to New Orleans in an hour, right? Right? Exactly. That is hilarious. Hilarious. So yes, thank you, Spanglish. So I wanted to tell you that the flooding is due from the snow melt. So we actually had a normal snowfall here this winter, and we haven't had, any abnormal rains or anything. And so this is just snow melt coming down from Minnesota. So that's what this is. And no, I don't see any paddle boats. Closer to the Illinois or Wisconsin side, they do have ski-doo rentals and things like that. So it is a gorgeous day though. And there are a lot of people down here just checking things out. Last night I came down here with a friend. We were just driving around and we went and looked closer to the Wisconsin side. Just a lot of people out and about taking a look at everything. So there's the Diamond Joe. That's where I'll be on Saturday. I thank you guys all for stopping in, and I hope that if you're in other parts of the state or country with flooding, that everybody is safe. And it is really sad when, you think about all the people that are impacted by this. So, hey man versus slots. I was just jumping on quick to show everybody some flooding in Iowa and finish my Chit Chat challenge that I tried to start a few weeks ago. So I'm down at the Port of Dubuque, and we just got done with a little tour. Oh yes, Sister Yoshi, you just reminded me. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, man versus slots. So, always fun live streams. I always fall asleep. So the flood wall that we were on, you can see that there is some flooding here coming out, and they do have this closed. That's the entrance to the pavilion that we were just at. So, pretty crazy stuff. And then this is the Port of Dubuque here. So they must have had all the boats come off the docks too, because there were parking lots on the Wisconsin side that were just full of boats. So they must have had everybody get their boats off when they knew it was gonna flood a few weeks ago. And then this is the floodgate. So You can see the floodgate is closed. I can't remember the last time I saw the floodgate closed. So again, though, we're pretty lucky here in Dubuque. You can see they built this awesome flood wall, and it's actually a tourist attraction, and it's a beautiful flood wall. It keeps us safe here in Dubuque, Iowa. Yes, I would love to see a chit chat challenge with Man versus Sluts, an interview with him or anything. And I'm sure all of you know Man versus Sluts and are subscribed to him. But if you're watching this replay, or if you're not, for some crazy reason, subscribed to him, I cannot believe that he is not at 1,000 subscribers yet, you guys. He's amazing. But the last time I looked, he was at like 925. So pretty soon we're going to be celebrating that 1,000 hit for Man versus Sluts. And it's going to be so very well deserved. So very well deserved. So we have a fisherman. I don't even know if fishing is good. Yes, Gamblers Unknown, he's a machine, right? I'm struggling going live for 30 minutes. And I think that he struggles when he can't go longer than 5 hours going live. He's just amazing. And then he just gives back. He's so generous. So, and thank you, Man versus Sluts. You really inspired me to go live. You know, you have some great challenges that you put out there, and I know that you are, you're inspiring a lot of people, and you're providing great entertainment for a lot of people. My neighbor is a big fan, always talking about Man versus Sluts. So that's awesome. And so over here we have a river museum area. This is kind of a visitor center area and some docking. There's the William M. Black Museum. There's a pelican out there. I wish the pelicans were just a little bit closer. I did play around with the zoom though. Let's see if we can get that pelican zoomed in. Kind of. There he is. There you can probably see the pelican just floating out there. They are so beautiful. But anyway, so yeah, I made it the 30 minutes. So I just wanted to come on and finish this all. Oh yes, and look at the view. So we have all of those big beautiful mansions on the bluff, and I don't know, and they would be so cool to tour because they are so old. This is such a historic town. But anyway, I'll say bye to everybody. Thank you for stopping in, and I'll see you all on Saturday. I haven't figured out what I want to play on Saturday, so I've been thinking about that. And yes, it is a gorgeous city along the Mississippi River. So, you know, when I was a child, I took this place totally for granted. Totally for granted. So anyway, I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the great rest of the week. We almost made it to Friday. Yay! Thank you, Gamblers Unknown. I appreciate it. I hope that you all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in the chats, and I'll see you live on Saturday. Thank you. Have a good night.